And we have our man, Mr. Chris Gaffney. Chris, folks, is the president of EverBank World Markets. And, of course, you've heard him many times here at TFNN, and he always seems to be on at the right day. If you come over to our website at TFNN, you hit that banner, folks. First off, what you're going to see, the EverBank. What you're also going to see is a falling market could be your golden ticket. EverBank has just come out with a new Marketsafe Metals Hedge CD. We're going to have a talk with Chris about how this works, and it couldn't be at a better time. Chris Gaffney, welcome back to TFNN.
Thanks, Tom. It's always a pleasure to be on.
I'm telling you, this afternoon, right, you get a picture of this, right? Today, folks, the market was volatile beyond belief. The Dow was up 100, ended up down 48. The S&Ps were up 19, they ended up down 11. Bottom line, and, the producer had told me that you're going to be on. I says, oh, man, this is just perfect. So
we get these swings, these wild swings. Nobody knows what direction the Fed's heading. Nobody knows what direction the economies are heading. There's just a lot of question marks out there. And in my opinion, we're going to continue to see these wild swings.
No doubt. Now, talk to us. We know that you have a lot of great products. This product right here is pretty phenomenal. Talk to us about the new Marketsafe Metals Hedge CD that you have.
Right. The key to this is it's a market-safe CD, and the principal is protected. And in volatile markets like we're seeing right now, that is one of the most important things, is that no matter what, you're going to get your principal back at the maturity of this CD. But this CD is going to have a 5-year term, similar to past market safes.
Yes.
And the return is going to be tied to the upside of gold and silver and the downside of the S&P. So
right.
We've got 50% of this CD tied to the increase in the price of gold and silver, and then 50% of the return of this CD is going to be tied to the negative return of the S&P. So if metals rise in the stock market or the S&P falls, the investors are going to have a very good return on this CD.
That's right. That would be, so picture, folks, you get 25% gold, 25% silver, 50% short, the SPY. That would be the ultimate. That's the max you could get. On the max you get, it's a 45% capped. Is that correct?
Right. There is a 45% cap on the upside. So the maximum you're going to get is the 45%. And again, the minimum you're going to get is going to be your principal back. So you cannot lose money on this. It is FDIC insured, and it's also available for IRA accounts, which is, it's a nice way to get invested into some pretty volatile markets with some IRA money, if you have some IRA money that you want to put to work.
And folks, the thing that's amazing about the products that EverBank does bring out, these market-safe CDs, is you have zero principal risk. And, Chris, it's intriguing. You and I have been around, and most of those listeners have been around enough. When you're 20, 25 years old, we always think that we know everything in the world. And, you think, I remember when I first got in this business, Chris, I come from another business and always made a lot of money. I thought, hey, I'm going to make a lot of money. You always make, if you work, you make a lot of money. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
In the finance business, you can work and not make a lot of money.
Yeah, you can't predict these markets. And no matter how long you've been at it, and I've been at it for a good while, you learn quickly that once you think you have them figured out, they throw you a curve. And that's why, the certainty of the return of principal is comforting. And again, a lot of people think this market's in maybe a bubble. And what happens when these interest rates start moving higher? And what happens if we do see a hard landing on China, or Europe continues to weaken? The U.S. Maybe is in as strong position as many thought it was.
Well, I was talking a little bit earlier about, the aspect of, where the markets were today, is not the end of the world. Meaning today, the Dow is down to 0.3, the S&P 0.5, and the NASDAQ 0.8. But inside the market, you had Chipotle down $40, you had Valiant down 28, you had Allergen down 16. VMware is down 19%. You're talking some, monster numbers, so we know that the underlying market right now, that doesn't happen unless there's problems out here. Now,
it's uncertain.
November 12th, what happens with these products, folks, okay, is that you want to get them funded. Now, my understanding is November 12th is the deadline we're dealing with, right? That
is the funding deadline. We just opened it up for investors, and the minimum is $1,500. So what happens is you have to open an account at EverBank, or if you already have an account at EverBank, you can just give us a call. You put the money, whatever money you want to put into the CD is held in an interest-bearing account until the issue date of the CD. So we gather funds until November 12th, and then we'll have an issue date, and then everyone will get invested into the CD. So yes, it's a limited time offer. It's one that we can do right now through some of the different hedging strategies that we have. And so it's not something that, is going to be around for a long time. Yeah. And, I have to tell you, we've got some amazing feedback from our clients. I've got emails. We've got calls on the air. The last time you were talking about you had, gold coins that were $75 over spot, all in, delivered to your house. Silver was $7. What we hadn't talked about was the platinum coins, and we had tigers and tigresses getting the platinum coins. I got a couple emails, and it's so cool because you couldn't get platinum anywhere. Right. We had some in position and continue to be able to offer up the platinum coins. That was, folks, it was an amazing deal. Because what does happen is that platinum's very tough to get. And of course, the platinum has been on the move, but that was great hearing, man. That was just fabulous. So, we appreciate the feedback, and your listeners are certainly excited when we come out with these new products. We love to hear them call in and give us their opinions on them. So we value that, and we try to actually design these products to meet what people want. So if you have an idea for a product that you need, give us a call, and we'll see if we can design one. Well, I would say, Chris, that this one absolutely fits our demographic here. No, you know what? Because I'm a wicked bear, and of course I'm in the gold market in a big way. You know what I mean? But it's just, hey, listen, you want to buy things at lows and sell them at highs, and in this particular case, you're talking about you can't lose any money. That's a whole different ball game. Folks, their phone number for this product is 855-750-4051. That's 855-750-4051. It's the Marketsafe Metals Hedge CD. Chris, it's always a pleasure. I think you people are so creative, and it's so cool that you can buy a product and have your principal guaranteed, man. I mean, you bet. That's a big number. Always enjoy talking to you, Tom. Thanks so much, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You too. That phone number again, folks, is 855-750-4051. And don't forget, folks, every market day at 10 o'clock, I do an update, a 5-minute update in the whole market. It's sponsored by EverBank. You can get it on YouTube. You can get it on Twitter. You can get it on Facebook. You can get it on TFNN. Check it out. 10 o'clock every morning. They have a great spot. We send it right around the world. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. Dow Industrials finished down 48. NASDAQ was up 40. S&P's down 10. We're going to be right back, folks.